Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 lag issues. You realize I did this for 6 years. You realize I've polled people in games for over 10,000 hours and determined Wi-Fi use percentages. You realize there's a DC every 2 minutes in this game across the US because of people on Wi-Fi. Pretty sure you have nothing to say because you're a fucking idiot. You realize I literally sent reports to the cybercrime division of the FBI because a guy playing Left 4 Dead 2 was DDoS attacking servers 24 hours a day. You realize I captured his IP address via Wireshark and actually sent it to the FBI cybercrime division. Because when I was resolving lag issues on servers, I also patrolled them for DDoS attacks. Do you know what a DDoS attack is? It's a distributed denial of service. A DOS attack is a denial of service on an individual. A DDoS is a denial of service on the entire server. That's why they call it distributed denial of service. Anything else you want to ask me about my master's degrees? It's not a master degree, it's a master's degree. You can Google it. You've never heard of it because no one in your family ever had one. You teleported all game. Strictly percentages. Common percentages. Propensity of Wi-Fi use. There's about 8 Wi-Fi users per 10 players. Sometimes it's 9. That's about 80 to 90%. You frame skipped badly all game. And so did everyone on your team. I did this literally for a living. Literally 2 matches ago, I told a dude he was laggy, and he DC'd 10 seconds after I said it. And everyone in the game realized that I know what I'm talking about. Do you know how many times I've called someone laggy and they DC'd within 2 minutes of me saying it? It's happened like 30 to 50 times. It makes me look like a genius. But I don't have to try hard to look like a genius because my verbal IQ is 136. I'm in the 85th to 95th percentile of IQ scores in the verbal category. And I just suffered a mild concussion. And last night had some issues. Like my verbal IQ is still higher than like most of the world. Anything else you want to ask me? I'm the common denominator because I'm the adult who works with game developers and is hardwired to the blank. I won't say it because then you're going to say that's what you're wired to, which you're not. So I've had sex with 77 women. It was 76 until about 4 days ago. And I had sex with a 77th woman. I'm also a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I run group therapy. So people widely respect every syllable that comes out of my mouth. I just ran a group therapy on grief processing. Do you know what grief is? It's when you lose someone or something, or a lifestyle, or a job. Yeah, I ran a group processing for grief. I'm the leader, bro. Socially, I have to be very adept. Anything else you want to discuss? So I tried out for the Denver Nuggets, and I'm a very athletic scholar. I'm a baller and a scholar. My dad has a PhD in school counseling psychology, and he played Major League Baseball for the Texas Rangers. So I'm one little chip off my dad's block. Professional athlete, PhD, MLB pedigree, dude. You're not even on my level. I'm the common denominator because I can tell who's laggy. Pretty sure you insulted me for no reason. I didn't ever say a word to you. I didn't ever insult you at all. And you insulted me and were name calling me. But I have the social issues? Oh, a licensed marriage and family therapist calls you out on being abusive? You might want to take it to heart. Do you know what a licensed marriage and family therapist is? I'm also a mandatory reporter to law enforcement. So I know what abuse is. Verbal, physical, emotional. Want to go over my master's degree, the second one, LMFT? You want to Google it? Licensed marriage and family therapist, 2,000 hours to licensure. MFT, marriage and family therapy, member of the AAMFT, American Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, Gottman trained therapist, level 1 clinical training, the Gottman Institute. Might want to look up the Gottman method for couples therapy. I'm trained in it. So you said I'm the common denominator, and yet you're the person without a master's degree talking shit on a grown adult who worked on game development and lag resolution. Are you gonna say a word, bro? Your IQ can't even, your intellect can't even hold a candle to mine in a candle vigil, bro. Not even talking. Already said 136. In the 95th percentile. Go Google bell curve IQ. It's 2 standard deviations above the mean IQ, which is 100, which is probably somewhere where you're sitting. I'm also a clairvoyant. I can also determine things without seeing them. I make utterances to things that come true. Actually, I'm very good at making friends because I can see things that people can't see. People are amazed by it, especially dating. I mean, come on, how did I get to 77 women? I'm tall, I'm intellectual, I'm handsome, and upon trying out for the Denver Nuggets and training to be a professional athlete, I suffered a torn peroneal tendon. You don't know what that is because you're not smart. It's a tendon that rolls up down your leg around your ankle. That was from excessive training, vigorous training, sprinting, cardio to be a basketball player. And upon tearing my peroneal tendon, spent a lot of time on the computer because that's what happens when you can't walk or run. So I played a lot of Left 4 Dead. I got into resolving lag issues on servers, seeing people like you playing on wireless everywhere. Something I did for a while. I still play basketball. I finished up 2 master's degrees. There's really nothing else to talk about. You won't even say a word because you know I'm an adult and I'm telling the truth on everything. Literally, if you go into an Overwatch game as an observer and didn't play, probably all 10 players are on Wi-Fi. If not 8 or 9. So every single time the game starts, you roll the dice for a disconnection because wireless is an unstable connection, which is why there's a massive problem of levers in Overwatch. Blizzard could have never possibly predicted so many people would be stupid enough to play a game on wireless or Wi-Fi when it's known that that's terrible and unstable. So they didn't even implement anything to fix it or to help it. Or like, you play quick play, there's a replacement pool. Someone leaves, someone joins. It's that simple. They didn't want to do that for comp because then you could have someone terrible leave and someone good could join. It would mess up the competitive balance. You're not smart enough to know any of these things. That's why there's a replacement pool in quick play, not in comp. Anything you want to ask me? You can't contribute anything to this conversation. That's what happens when you don't have a degree. You don't have education. You don't have experience. So you go into games and talk shit on people for no reason. I'm very proud of you. Okay, what are you wired to? I asked you like 10 minutes ago when I stopped caring. Okay, so you're the 1 in 10 people that's not on Wi-Fi. I'm proud of you. But your internet or computer are also probably terrible. Those are the odds, those are the statistical probabilities. The 1 person not on Wi-Fi of the 10 people also probably has a bad computer or slow internet. I didn't call you out for lag. I called out other players on your team who were significantly laggy. I don't really think I was wrong. I was speaking from statistics. You probably live in Canada or a rural area or have a less than amazing PC. Yeah, statistically speaking, it's 9 out of 10, bro. I'm okay with being wrong and admitting it. I just said you're the 1 in 10, or you and I would make 2 in 10. And again, your computer's probably horrible, your internet's probably horrible. Which means you're still laggy. You're literally trying to make up one thing to say I'm wrong when I've said 300 things that are accurate. I don't give a fuck. Obviously, with a master's degree, I would have a bachelor's degree. Obviously, I took college level statistics, not probability. It's called statistics. You might want to Google that and get it wrong again. No one takes a probability course. It's called a statistics course. You might want to get the word correct with your vocab. I've added over 15,000 users on Origin, Blizzard, and Steam. I've had this conversation with 15,000 people plus. Again, I'm clairvoyant, I'm a genius, and I'm educated. That doesn't mean I'm wrong, never. I'm okay with being wrong and admitting it. That's a narcissist, people that can't admit to being wrong or take accountability. Again, the only thing I care about is everyone in that game was laggy that I called out accurately. And you tried to insult me, verbally abusing me, and saying I was wrong. I'm okay with that because you're never going to be on my level. Your parents don't have master's degrees. Your dad doesn't have a PhD. Your mom doesn't have a master's degree. So I'm okay with that. You can try to insult me, but I know that my genetics are superior to yours. All I did was call out people accurately for being laggy, and you verbally abused me for being smart and right and accurate. You might want to seek a therapist. I have borderline tendencies, bro. Everyone's on the spectrum for borderline personality disorder. I'm right, though, and you're wrong. I'm okay with that. I knew people were laggy, and you were just trying to start shit for no reason. So actually, you are more narcissistic than I, because I was just stating facts, and you were trying to say in front of other people that I was wrong. Just like when we were in that game, you were trying to get me to say our conversation to other people. That's high borderline personality disorder. Because you're trying to recruit other people's sympathy. That's a super high hallmark of borderline personality disorder and narcissism. People that are so insecure that they need other people to validate them constantly. That's why you sat there in the group and started girl gossiping our whole conversation. Like, I don't diagnose people for a living, dude. I'm playing chess and you're playing checkers. You can't even get a sentence out, dude. You probably don't even have an undergrad. I don't even know what you're saying because you're not making cohesive sense. It's not, I predicted COVID. It's not something I can do on demand. I will make spontaneous utterances that then come true. So I'll be having a conversation with people. And a good example is I went on a date with this girl who was a good basketball player. She was really cute. I got out of my car and we started dribbling around and talking. And I was like, something, death by 1,000 cuts. And she like got this shocked look on her face and like took a step back and she's like, I was just listening to Taylor Swift in my car. And that's the last line that played before I got out of my car. And how could you know that? Another time I went on a date with a girl. We were supposed to meet at a Mexican restaurant. And I called her. I was like, what are you up to? She's like, oh, I'm just leaving this book group and about to be at the restaurant. Tell me where to go. So I was like, what's your sign? And I never asked what people's astrological sign is. And she says, oh my God, the book group I just left was on astrology. And we just read a book on astrology. She's like, what is going on? I just say things that are true. That just happen. It's extrasensory perception. I have no control over it. Clearly, I would be sitting in Vegas betting on Super Bowls and NCAA tournament matches and NBA games. If I were able to see the future, I would pull an income with that. Instead, I'm just a licensed marriage and family therapist and I help people through their problems. Thank you. I'm not going to waste any more time on you. I'm going to summarize again. I called out lag accurately. and you in front of other people tried to demean me and insult me and verbally abuse me. I didn't do anything wrong. You came in insulting me for no reason. I never said a word to you prior to that. That means you probably need a therapist because you're so insecure that you like to bring people down for no reason. Everyone lags in online games. Are you fucking stupid? I've been respectful up until this point. I'm a diamond. Are you literally fucking stupid? You're just saying catchphrases. You have no substance. You have no education. You have no substantiation. You're a fucking joke, dude. Every single player lags. Have you seen the issues in matchmaking? And I have 55 accounts because I basically went through the algorithm of the Overwatch 1 system to try to figure out placements and what went into it. I have 55 accounts. I'm a diamond. Thank you. How does it feel to be wrong about everything you say? Every single player lags in online shooters, in online gaming. Everyone has a ping. That's a representation, a manifestation of lag. If your ping was 0, we could start to argue that you have no lag. But everyone also has a different PC and a different internet speed. Those are representations of lag. If you're playing on a 2002 laptop that's a non-gaming laptop, you're going to be laggy. Every single player lags. The fact that you said no one was lagging just proves how stupid you are. No one was lagging. Every single player lags in online gaming. You're literally stupid. I've been very respectful until this point. You're just being stupid. You're literally not talking on mic. You've never graduated anything, and you didn't spend 6 years resolving lag issues on servers. I'm going to go back to the beginning where you randomly started insulting me in a lobby for no reason over something you know nothing about. You're the one who needs therapy. You're the narcissist. You're the one that tried to garner public attention and sympathy from other people, and you tried to groupthink bully me. You tried to get other people to bully me. Like, you've got a fucking psychological issue. Did I ever try to get people to bully you? No, you're just being stupid. Your IQ is pretty average, and I'm calling it out. Wish you the best. Seek some therapy.